Hello guys, how are you doing? How is your day? So yeah, today we're going to be doing some sci-fi tunnel in Blender. Just wanted to practice that. Today we are going to also be looking at Extreme BBR Nexus, which is an add-on for Blender. It's a collection of Blender materials, textures, PBR materials that are realistic that you can use in your own projects. So if you want to get a library of materials, any material you can think of, this is going to be an add-on that is going to be very super useful to you. You can see they have water, grass, paint, every kind of material that you can think of is going to be available for you. The link is in the description if you want to use this. The next add-on I want to promote is the Carburetor add-on. Now, this is specifically going to be very useful for creating a scene like what we're going to be doing here. I have a few reference images here, and we're going to be doing a tunnel like this, a sci-fi tunnel like this. We're going to draw inspiration from this, and an add-on like this, Carburetor add-on, it would be very amazing for these efforts because it can easily create cables for you with just a few clicks. And then the last add-on I want to promote is the real-time materials for Blender. This is by Ducky3D. He's an amazing 3D artist and a YouTuber. So this is also a library of mainly procedure materials that you can use in Blender. A lot of materials here, wood, anything you can think of. So if you want to get this add-on, the link has also been provided in the chat. You can also read about the add-on more on the page. So thank you. Let's get into today's topic: creating a sci-fi scene in Blender. Hello, Ibrahim Kara Khan. How are you doing? How is everything? So okay, let's start by making this tunnel. I'm just going to set up my we're going to make this modular. So let me start with a plane. Maybe scale this by 2, and then on the x-axis like this, and grab it. And let me turn on my shortcuts for you guys. Let me see shortcuts. Okay, let me move this down. Okay, I think I'm going to make this a bit wider like that, and then round off the corners just like that. I have an idea of what I want to do. So, and I also have a few reference images on my second screen, but yeah. Okay, extrude this, get this face. And what I usually like to do is add a bevel modifier and a skin modifier, a solidify modifier. So let me add that here, and the solidify modifier should be above. And now if we increase this, and I usually like to have only rims on, because the outside faces are really not necessary, because we're going to be mostly viewing this from the inside. And I think we might also need a mirror modifier here, so just get rid of these and add a mirror modifier, mirror here. Just make sure that that is above everything else like that, so that we don't have those lines in. I don't have much knowledge of English, but you seem to communicate well. Yeah, you can learn some English here, so because most people here can speak it, so you will learn. Just keep chatting in the chat. Now you will maybe pick up a few words. Okay, then we can also use an array, though actually we can just use, let's go to, we can create a collection. Call this module 1 like that. If I can spell 1 like that, and then just instance the module. Instead of using an array, we can just instance the module like that. I just set up my camera to be around here, and maybe use a 35mm camera like that. Okay, and We can duplicate this further as far as we want, like that. And then we can start adding stuff into this module. We can have different modules, I think. But yeah, this is going to be the best module. And we can start adding a few things. Maybe, let me see. We shouldn't use the mirror modifier. Let's apply it first. Because I want the left side to be a bit different from the right side. So making sure that I'm working within the module. Let's let me see, what do I do? Let's add some panels here. I'm going to add a plane like this. Give it a bevel. Give it some thickness and a bevel. So you see, just make sure this is only the rim. Reduce the bevel like that. Now we can make panels of different designs. So let me see. Can round off this corner, and if you put this in here, you can see the panel gets repeated everywhere. So I can grab this, just thinking of different designs we could use. Just bring this. Like that. Let's turn on some ambient occlusion, screen space reflections, like that. Let's make sure that I'm saving this into tunnel. Now, let me also add another set of pieces here. Just think of different things you could do to make this look more sci-fi. Add a bevel. I think I'm going to use a mirror modifier for this. So that I can add some details, extra details on this. And I want this to be repeated again, so you can see it's being repeated in all panels. So I can add like a nail here or a screw just for extra detail. Insert, push. Let me see, can we push? If you push that out, it looks like that. Maybe you can even repeat this on the X like that. So you can see we have panels everywhere, and we can even give this a mirror modifier, another mirror modifier, so that it's repeated on the other side like that. Now you can add in, actually let me apply the first mirror Actually, I can't apply that because this is an instance. So let me make it local or make it a single object. So object relations, object data. Smith 101, how are you? So could you remind me, you guys that are here, where exactly are you from? Where are you watching from? And how is it there? How are jobs, VFX or 3D jobs there? How is the market, the Blender market there? Yo, thank you for subscribing. M. Okamoto. Okamoto, where are you from? I'd like to know, how is the Blender industry there? Canada. Canada. I'm not, I think Canada is one of the more employable places. Is that the word? I'm not sure. English is not my first language. Is it? I think it has some of the most known VFX industries. We here in my country barely have any. I don't think we even have any VFX houses. Hopefully I'll be the first to make one. Yeah, so I think there is Vancouver, there is Digital Domain in Canada. I think that's in UK. Unemployment. Yeah, Canada is a nice place to get employed in the VFX industry. So are you working in the VFX industry, Smith? I hope to visit Canada one time because I think it's one of the best countries on the planet. I'm going to add some wires here. This is where the other add-on carburetor would be amazing here, but just going to use this. Agreed? Yeah, so you agree that Canada is very easy. So where are you from, Whitespace? Because I want to know. Because it gives context. You just watching you work. Nice. But are you like? Is your job within the 3D industry? The US. The US is also. But I guess the US is quite big. So what state would that be? Because some states have better jobs, VFX jobs than others. The US or America. Yeah, where are you from Canada? Which is it? Do you use districts? Because I know you don't use states. Province. I use provinces. No, I am in school for human biology. Wow. So is this like a hobby or is this something you want to try into maybe as a business? Toronto. Yeah, I think there are also some studios I know of in Toronto. So the most VFX companies I know are from London and and Canada. So what is Horrible Smith? Hello Kumath33. Hello Creative Reality. Could anyone who's here give us a good idea where you're from? From Quebec. Here. Nice. The one thing I know about Quebec is it's where the Just for Laughs series is filmed from, because they usually plaster that on every episode they have. So that's the one thing I know about Quebec. It's create some nice wires. And let me trace this. Come on, from Dubai. Dubai. Come on, how is the movie industry there? How is it? Has anyone of you worked on a movie, like a real movie or a game? Ubisoft is from Quebec. Nice. I didn't know that. How many game companies are from Quebec or from Canada? Because I actually don't know where most companies are from. I know some might be based in the US or Canada, but most of their artists are from India mostly India. Because India has a lot of talent artists. And I think it's the artists there are very good at what they do, and likely not as expensive as artists in the US or other countries. Canada is cold and the housing market is overpriced in Toronto and Vancouver. Wow. But what about, so if you're saying the cost of living is high, what about the kind of the salaries? Do they match the cost of living, or is it how do wages match up to cost of living there? Because then if it's balanced, then it might not be too big of a problem. It's when it's not balanced that it becomes a big issue. I'm working to start my business also. So you want to start a VFX business? That's amazing. That is amazing. And that's what I want to do, man. And the good thing about where I'm from Africa, labor here is inexpensive. But the issue is then finding the labor itself. Skilled labor is also not that easy. Employing people is inexpensive, but finding good artists is kind of hard. So got some wires. In Quebec, there is some 100 of studios. Yeah, I've heard of that because I saw a Reddit post that most of the studios, even those in the US, have some branches in Canada. So I guess that's a great place to find employment if you're looking for that. Job average is 40K and houses are 700 average, but 700, that is buying an entire house, or if you're just getting a mortgage. So 40K. Like that doesn't really tell much, unless if you're saying it would be easier to compare that to rent. How much is renting there? Like a studio apartment or a 2-bedroom apartment, because that gives you a better idea of the cost of living than mortgage. Because 700K sounds like you're paying a mortgage instead of what? Yeah. So it's very, very difficult to compare. Activision is probably the biggest game company in the US. Activision. Let me see. I saw a chart because Microsoft bought. Did it buy Activision? What did it buy? I thought EA was somewhere there. Biggest gaming companies. I saw a chart. Blizzard, Activision, and then Microsoft, Sony, Tencent. someone had did a pie chart of the biggest companies and the studios they own, and I don't remember which one was bigger. It's a yeah. Work for Riot Games. Nice. I want to go to the African rainforest. Oh, there are many rainforests here, so you have to choose one. We also have a rainforest here, but I think you're talking about the one in Congo because that's the biggest. I guess EA is in the US too. Yeah, I guess. So the headquarters are in the US, I think. Let's do one. Yes, let's make one that is. I think we can also start adding lighting. Alonia Studio, a game studio, bro. Oh, yeah, a game studio. I'm originally from Africa too. Now where? Did you say where you live? Oh, you're living in Quebec. I see. But I think it would be you are at an advantage, Elonia, if you can establish yourself in both Canada and Africa, because labor here in Africa is a bit inexpensive. If you can find skilled labor, that's it. People who are good at this, it might be a bit cheaper to have. Maybe the headquarters you would have the headquarters in Canada, then you have a branch and your artists here. That's what I'm trying to do as well, because I've also seen a lot of developer companies that make apps and what employing here. They have branches and they have their programmers here because it's cheaper, and they just have headquarters there. So they find clients in the US or other countries, but the people coding, they employ people here. That's the plan. I think that's what I'm hoping to do as well. But it is also not that easy. I want to see. What is better, Maya or Blender? Well, each one depends on what you're using it for. Each one has some advantage over the other, so let's duplicate this. It's always nice to have these conversations with you guys because we're in the same industry. Your problems are usually my problems. Can you show you my game that I'm working on? That would be nice. You can get me some images on Discord. Maybe I can give you some input as well. So how many of you want to get into game development, like want to start a business within the game industry? Or who want to become indie game developers? Let's have this. Okay, that's a nice square. What are the advantages of Maya? Well, I'm not really a Maya guy, but I have heard that it's much easier to animate there than... nice, it's in Discord. Let me check. Discord. Hello, Kapil Patel. I want to develop for games at some point in the future. Ah, nice, nice. Like, how far in the future? Is it like 2 months, 1 year, or 10 years? Because if you're trying to do something like that, it's always a good idea to like have a good time frame, a realistic time frame, and not necessarily stick to it, but yeah, just makes it good to kind of have a visual understanding of. Let me first make this. I like to put time on my dreams. Like within 5 years, I want to do this within. So I think that's what I usually recommend as well. Where did you send it? Because I don't think I'm seeing it. Maybe send it as a message to me and. So these are going to be. One year, I hope the game is Assetto Corsa and the language is Python. So you know, so what game engine are you going to are you trying to focus on, or are you just going to use Python to? Because I understand Python can do game you can make a game from Python, but that would be a lot of work, isn't it? Wouldn't it be? I have a link for a download of a building I'm working on for a game. I have a link. I'm not sure what I understand what you were saying there. I used your add-ons. I got them all. Thank you, Elonia Studio. That really helps out the channel quite a lot. Okay, let's do some texturing for this. I think my add-ons can be very useful because it's very hard for me to work without them. So, for example, can search for materials here. By the way, let me ask, how are you guys finding the new asset browser? How often do you use it? Yeah, you can share the link there. Good advice to try at time scale out goals. Yeah, I think it's it's always a good. Though what I don't do is set goals, because I like having time frames, but what I don't like is setting goals. Let me show you what I mean. Let me see can I get paint, because I'm trying to grow my business, but most advice you'll get is you should set goals, like do this like goals as a list of things you should do, and I stay away from those because I think